got these pictures from one of our viewers, and she's wondering why her nails are dry and they're peeling despite oiling. So she writes, my nails keep getting dry despite me using jojoba oil twice a day. I don't do the soak because we don't get the jojoba oil where I live, and Amazon deliveries are crazy expensive. I can only buy bottles if someone is traveling. However, to compensate, I heat some oil drops and put that over my nails. I use gloves when doing the dishes. This gets worse, especially if I have worn nail polish and removed it afterwards. And I very rarely use polish anyway. If I do, I use brands like Sally Hansen or Essie. Do you have any tips, please? And then later on, she says, I'm confused by the different tips I have been reading on Reddit. Color your nails to protect them, don't color them. So she's asking me what to do. All right, so first of all, this is one of the reasons why I really need to see the pictures. So many of you are asking me for advice in the comment section, and without knowing more information and having very good quality images, it's really, I would be guessing. So these nails are not dry and they're not really peeling. This is not what we call peeling. What it is, my guess is these are stress fractures. Okay, so what happens is when you bend a nail by pressing here, the nail will usually fold in this area, in the stress area. And it's actually easy to find out where the stress area is by pressing the nail and seeing where you have change of color, like the nail turns usually white in that area. So this is a stress area. So for her, this here probably was a stress area, and this has happened a few weeks ago. And you see another little fracture here. So this is not dry and this is not peeling. I would suggest having shorter nails and having a little bit more oval nails, because I find very often the nails bend more when there is more corners. So these shapes are usually a little bit better to prevent these type of things. Now, using oil twice a day is not going to make a huge difference, unfortunately, unless we are washing our hands twice a day, which usually people wash their hands much more often. So I would suggest using an oil, just one drop after each hand wash. And like I mentioned, possibly shortening the nails. Without me actually being able to like touch these nails, I don't know if they are too flexible or they are too brittle. My guess is they're a little bit too flexible. So in this case, possibly, if they are very naturally flexible because they're not damaged, I would think about using a hardener. First, I would probably use something like the OPI repair mode. And I think that would help to cross-link the nails a little bit, meaning actually the OPI repair mode, it doesn't technically, they say, cross-link the nails, so it doesn't add additional little bonds, but it repairs the existing bonds. So if that doesn't work, then you can use a hardener. Again, if that nail is very flexible, use a hardener like the Mavala, the one that has dimethylurea. Possibly that could help. And by the way, this is a very good example. A little off topic, but this is interesting. This is a cuticle here. This is a very good example of cuticle. The cuticle is here, dead skin cells that actually fell off from underneath this skin fold, because the skin here is actually a fold. And this is the edge of the fold. This is a skin fold. This is not a cuticle here. Okay, so this is a cuticle. This is amazing to see, because she was able to send me such a good picture. So here, going back to this picture, so nothing is going to really fix this, but by shortening the nails, you will prevent that nail from bending over and over again, making this kind of a fracture. So shortening the nails, possibly using more oil would be a good idea, and using either the OPI repair mode or the Mavala Scientific Plus Keratin, whatever. That one has the dimethylurea, which is a hardener. In regards to the nail polishing or the nail polish and protecting the nails, that's kind of difficult, because on one hand, I do understand that people might feel the nail polish protects the nails. I guess it just depends how we see the word protection. So it's almost like a cast will protect your broken arm if you have a broken arm, but it's not going to be beneficial necessarily to wear that cast throughout your life, because that actually might weaken the arm, right? So it's not the same with the nail polish, but the nail polish itself, yes, it can create a hard coating on your nails, and it might help that way. But I believe, and I can, from my experience, I can see that the nail polish worn over time, it can actually damage the nail surface. There's a study that I came across showing nail polish can oxidize the nail plate, so it can have negative impact on the keratin of the nail plate. So it keeps damaging the nail and then protecting it at the same time, but it's not actually benefiting the nail. It only works when you are wearing the nail polish. So if you love wearing nail polish and you really don't care how the surface of your nail is, then I guess that would be worth it to you, because you would be able sometimes to have longer nails. But if your goal is to have beautiful natural nails, then wearing nail polish all the time can actually, maybe that's not the best idea. And that's it. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Bye.